nerds. We're at it again. I got a new location here in Paris. This is quite a spot. The last one, I don't know if I said, was at the Pardon du Luxembourg. But now, well, there's a pond in front of me, and if you cross the pond, don't walk across it, but if you go around it and keep on walking in that direction, at the very end of that road is the Louvre, the very, very famous museum that's way too big. It used to be a castle, and you can even go in part of the moat of the castle. Maybe my sunglasses will go back to normal mode and not so much sunglasses. So yeah, the Louvre is over there. And in between here and there is different gardens and plants and sculptures. And because I am here in December near the holiday time, you can see there's a carnival. It's a whole holiday market thing with hot wine and lots of cheese and sausages and jewelry and lots of things. Mostly hot wine. But yes, there's a Ferris wheel, and there's the spinning thing with lots of people screaming, and it's a lot of fun. And then there's just a bunch of people, and then behind me, you can't see it, but behind me is one of those Egyptian obelisks, and then beyond that, behind me is the Arc de Triomphe, which is quite a thing. It's in the middle of like the largest roundabout in the area. And you can go inside, and there's a museum, and you can go on top and look down, and you should do that when you come to Paris. I'm sorry, my nose is a little runny, so I'll be doing that sometimes. So hey, let's talk about some words. The first word in this episode is the second form of gaudy. It is a noun from 1651. It is a feast or entertainment, especially in the form of an annual college dinner at a British university? All right, you British people, tell me all about these gaudies. I have never heard of this. So the first form of gaudy didn't have any etymology. I guess it's from the Middle English gaud. That's the ornament. But this one is probably from the Latin gaudium, which means joy. So it has nothing to do, I guess, with being ostentatious or showy. It's just about having fun and being happy and being joyful. A gaudy. So that is so interesting to me. You have a gaudy party? All right. What sound effect do I make? Okay, now we have the word gauffer, Gauffer. It's a variation of gopher, Goffer. And I want to look. Nope, can't see that. Okay. No, I did Next we have the word gauge, Gauge, or you could take out the U. This is the first form. It is a noun from the 15th century. Oh boy, there's a lot of definitions. I'm just going to get through it fast. Number 1A, a measurement as of linear dimension according to some standard or system. As 1A1, the distance between the rails of a railroad. 1A2, the size of a shotgun barrel's inner diameter nominally expressed as the number of lead balls, each just fitting that diameter required to make a pound, as in a 12-gauge shotgun. Now, wait, so it has to do with how many of the lead balls can fit across it, and it has no measurement in like millimeters or anything? 1A3, the thickness of a thin material as sheet metal or plastic film. 1A4, the diameter of a slender object as a wire or a hypodermic needle. 1A5, the fineness of a knitted fabric expressed by the number of loops per unit width. 1B, the synonyms are dimensions and size. 1C, The synonym is the first definition of the word measure, as in surveys are a gauge of public sentiment. Number 2, an instrument for or a means of measuring or testing, as 2A, an instrument for measuring a dimension or for testing mechanical accuracy. 2B, an instrument with a graduated scale or dial for measuring or indicating quantity. 3, reactive position of a ship with reference to another ship and the wind. Oh, that's a boat term. I don't understand that. Number 4, a function introduced into a field equation to produce a convenient form of the equation but having no observable physical consequences. And a synonym is the word standard. You can see more information about gauge. It's a Middle English word. That's pretty much it. The second form of gauge is a verb from the 15th century. It looks like it's just transitive. Number 1A, to measure precisely the size, dimensions, or other measurable quantity of. 1B, to determine the capacity or contents of, like maybe if you're getting a present at any time of the year and you want to gauge what it is, you might shake it around, check the weight, check the size, the shape. 1C, the synonyms are estimate and judge, as in, hard to gauge his moods. Sometimes it's hard for people to gauge what's going on in my head. 2A, to check for conformity to specifications or limits. 2B, to measure off or set out. All right, we just got a handful of more words. Gauged. It's gauged with a D. Adjective from 1823. This is talking about masonry, and it is dressed to size. So is it like the bricks are cut to size, dressed for size, dressed to size? Gauger, noun from the 15th century. Number 1, one that gauges. Number 2, this is chiefly British, and it is an exciseman who inspects dutiable bulk goods. Gauge theory, noun from 1973. Any of several theories in physics that explain the transmission of a fundamental force between two interacting particles by the exchange of an elementary particle. Don't understand that. Gaul, with a capital G, noun from 1625. Well, now this is perfect because, well, I'll just read it. Number 1, a Celt of ancient Gaul. And number 2, the synonym is Frenchman. So, I guess, are we going to have more? Yeah, we're going to have more. This is perfect because this, I think Gaul, it used to be here, where France is now. Gauleiter? Gauleiter. Gauleiter. Noun from 1936. Number 1A, a district leader in Nazi Germany who served as a provincial governor. 1B, a subordinate political official resembling a Nazi Gauleiter in function or an autocratic manner. 2, a person with an arrogant, overbearing outlook or manner. You can see a connection there. This is from the German Gau, which is the party district in Nazi Germany, plus Leiter, which means leader. So yeah, it's a Nazi leader. When we're just gonna move on right past that. Gaulish, adjective from 1659, of or relating to the Gauls or their language or land. So where I am right now would probably be Gaulish. I guess that was the first form. Now we have the second form of Gaulish, noun from 1668, the Celtic language of the ancient Gauls, and it says to see the Indo-European languages table. Now, I met somebody a couple of days ago who was from a different part of France, and they said that their language is more like Celtic or Welsh. And so now it's starting to make some sense. Like, I guess, did the Celts come down here from the Great Britain area? And, oh man, languages and cultures are so interesting. Now we have Gaullism, noun from 1943. Number 1, a French political movement during World War II led by Charles de Gaulle. in opposition to the Vichy regime. And the airport here is Charles de Gaulle Airport, and I will be going there in 2 days to go back home. Number 2, a post-war French political movement led by Charles de Gaulle. That Gaullism, by the way, is Gaullism. So I wonder, Gaullist is an adjective or a noun. I wonder, did his name come? Yes, Charles of Gaul. That must be where it's from. He was of Gaul, was he? But he was alive, but this area wasn't called Gaul anymore. So I'm very curious about that history, that etymology of his name. All right, one more. Gault, Gault, noun from 1575. It is chiefly British, and it is a heavy, thick clay soil. This is perhaps of Scandinavian origin, akin to the Old Norse gald, which means hard-packed snow. So that's it. That's it for all the words, and I guess I should pick one as the word of the episode. I hope that, has that carnival ride been going this whole time? I haven't even been paying attention, because I had to read the words. But I was standing under it earlier and hearing the people scream, and I'm sure the people who are running the markets nearby are like, oh my god, I can't handle all this screaming all day. But it's pretty funny. So today we had gaudy, gopher, gauge, gauged, gauger, gauge theory, gaulliter, Gaulish, Gaullism, and gault. I don't know, I guess I kind of have to pick a Gaul, a Frenchman. When I'm in Paris, I'm a Gaul. That's it. Thank you so much for checking out this show, and until next time, this is Spencer, Dispensive Information. Goodbye.